We're the most honest band on the planet. We're not pop stars, we're lads, right? We're in a band, we're into football, we're into taking drugs and meeting women and all the rest of it, right? And we won't deny anything that's been written about us. Why should we? If they want to write about it, fine. Our music will stand the test of time. That is a fact, right? All this media hype and all this thing about us being this, that and the other, right, will be dead in a year's time. Everyone will forget about it. The records that we make will be in the shops forever. And it's as simple as that. And on that part, I'll be part. Take the peanuts, kid. Hoorah! Attitude. Talking about upping the antes, when we get to South America, we're actually going to set fire to some bastard rainforest as well, man. F***ing trees. Yeah. It's getting in the way of all them car parks. Until you've actually thrown a television set out of a window, you don't even know the feeling the sense of joy that brings. I'm telling you kids, man, if you're depressed, buy yourself a television, get the nearest hotel, open the window, throw it in the car park. It's done. That's your best cure for depression. F the drugs and all that, go and see the doctor. Tell him, Dr. Noel told you. By the way, if anybody's watching from a hotel that we're about to check into, I was joking on that last statement there. To work with members of your family is pretty... I mean, it's pretty difficult, especially when one of the members of your family is Liam Gallagher. I know for a fact Liam thoroughly enjoyed his afternoon at the Q Awards. But what a lot of people don't realise is that he actually heckled every single person that moved that afternoon. Not just Robbie, he even heckled us when we got... And it's like, and the winner of the best live band in the world is Oasis, and he was sat there going, that's rubbish! Oh, it's us. Right, you know, he even heckled me on the way up, he was going like, you're rubbish, you can't play the guitar. You know, so it's like, he didn't discriminate, you know. I even caught him in the toilets looking at himself in the mirror going like that. What are you looking at? You're rubbish, you can't sing, you're rubbish. Chelsea win 1-0 on penalties. I hope they'll take 4 penalties each, and they all go out of the ground, right? And I hope Chelsea's 5th penalty is scored by Joey Cole, right? And then you come up to the last penalty, and it's Wayne Rooney, and I hope he kicks it so far out of Wembley that it ends up in my front garden. And as for poor old Robbie, you know, I mean, I feel sorry for him, really, because he's just not quite getting it right, is he? He's like, he can't decide whether he's an alcoholic or a drug addict, or he should kick it, or carry on, or get into smack, or go and see the Church of Scientology, or something, or maybe get another tattoo, or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, as long as they all end up in the same asylum. Yeah, well, they're shite, though, aren't they?
They are opening the show.
Are they?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'll be having a rather large shit when that takes place.
Do you know what they're doing? Do you know what they're saying?
I'm not interested in what they're doing.
Can I tell you?
Well, I'll tell you what they will be doing. It'll be fucking shit, whatever they are doing.
Japanese
not interested.
Japanese puppets.
Jonathan Wilkes? Eh? You having that? Yeah, you having that?
I said, is it your
Rubbish. Jonathan Wilkes. Be like me going on tour with my mate Scully. Yeah, let's come on and sing Freaky Dancing. Fuck off. Get a job. People who are loud, I hate that. People who are boring and whinge and just moan, I hate that. People who are late, I hate people who are late. A lot of this is going to be people related, I've got to say. A lot of the middle classes, I hate them. They're horrible, horrible people. People who are into punk rock music, particularly American punk rock. Green Day fans, I fucking hate them. Goths, I hate them. They last for about 6 months. Then they end up in rehab. That is very interesting, you know, to see some fucking fat idiot who works in a supermarket convince himself that he's a fucking superstar. He's got any songs? Not really. When he finally realises that actually he's a fat idiot from a supermarket who got lucky, it turns to alcoholism and ends up killing his own gerbils. That's brilliant. I like that side of it, but the music's shocking. Saying when people used to come up when we were out in Manchester, they'd say, "What do you do?" And I'd say, "I'm a rock and roll star." And they'd go, "I have never heard of you." I'm like, "Well, I play guitar for a living. That makes me a rock and roll star. Doesn't matter if you've never seen me on Top of the Pops. We'll get to that in a few years." No, the pride. Why would you take into an hospital to pay somebody $4 an hour to tell you things that really you should already know about yourself? Somebody's asking me, was it time to pass the torch on? No, it's like, well, the torch isn't for passing. You've got to come and take that torch. If any of those spotty little herberts, you know, want to come and take it, they can have it. If they've got the bottle, come and ask for it.
Tell you what, if you tell enough people that you're the best band in the world, you know what I mean? If you go around telling everyone, 50% of them are going to believe you.
If people think I'm irresponsible, you know, yeah, I am irresponsible. I'm in a rock and roll group. I'm supposed to be irresponsible. You know, if I didn't want to be irresponsible, I'd be a priest, you know.